So we are back. Assetto Corsa game will let me actually do my stream. We might be able to be back in before the mandatory formation lap is done. Hopefully so. And luckily we are back in just before the mandatory formation lap is done. Thank you ACC gods for making your game so buggy as it can be. It makes our life so much easier than what it already is. We thank you. Facebook post updated. I'm sorry if you guys have been kicked. It's not been an easy night. We're all struggling here, but hey ho. Heading down now, the straight, looking for that green light. Boy Raxa holding off, and it's going to be that first dive down the front on the green. Let's go, 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 go. Gaz pushing over, trying to squeeze Boy Raxa out straight away as he had first position the first time round, but unfortunately dipped to the second. This is the question, how well is he going to stick that on the way round now? Close pack into the S's. Milden trying to sniff out Freeman. No, he's not. He's trying to sniff out Coco. What am I saying? Obviously the screens have not updated with the statistics that I need as of yet, and here we go, here we go, here we go. Well, Raxa is off into the distance. Gaza hot on his tail, trying to catch him up. Coco looking to get involved in the front three, but Milden wanting to squeeze in and get involved at third position. He's looking for that podium. He's looking for that podium. So is Freeman behind. McEwen chasing Freeman, and Avfil chasing those two. This first lap is nice and tight. They're keeping nice and tight so far. It should keep nice and tight for this 30-minute race. With pits, we're going to get a split pack obviously, but what happens by the end of this race is anybody's guess. Seems all a bit turned on its head because we've got people now who were in the first race chasing the people that they were trying to track down in the second race. So it's going to be quite fun. Unfortunately, Gazza's losing that second 0.12 of a second down there from Boy Raxa. Boy Raxa clucking to just pull away as he was stuck, as Gazza was just defending a strong line in the first race, and he's wanting to make that distance, and know that when he pits and gets a safe exit. Let's go back into the back of the field, see what we can find out going on. Milden trying to take on Coco. McEwen looking up behind him. Apple behind McEwen. What's happening back here with Tacos and X Gaming? Both in a Porsche, both looking. Tacos is really up Gotis's backside here. Really pushing. Both Porsches looking to try and make some movements on that Audi. Can any advantage be taken at the hairpin? Both all following a very good and similar line there, so not really much effort taken from there. But Taco's he is just up behind it, 0.2 of a second. So with this race we've got a backpack battle, as well as a mid-pack battle with Phil and McEwen. Let's drop in there and see what's going on. It's made it a bit more of a 0.3 of a second from what I can tell here. Let's see at this split. Yeah, he's lost about half a second there, or more than half a second. Down to 0.9 where it was 0.3. But McEwen starts to make the pace on Milden. Milden's starting to pull, and Coco just pulling away from Milden. Coco maybe eyeing up, maybe trying to catch up Gazan, sticking that podium, keeping that third position. Let's go to the back of the pack. Tacos is getting so close to Gotis. My system's not updating as quick as it should be. It's now dropped. That's completely changed. It seems that somehow Tacos has been taken and X Gaming has managed to get in front. X Gaming also in a Porsche, but is now looking to try and take on Gotis. Dropped back. Pack starting to space out now for this 30-minute race. But we've already had Freeman just dive into the pits. Interesting. Nice early manoeuvre. Will that be a better benefit to him? Possibly. There's definitely a leapfrogging benefit of him doing this. Nice early exit. Gotis going into the pits as well. So 2 of the 13 already decided to take the pits and get that time done and dusted. Why we don't know. Let's go to Cubales. Excuse me. Cubales looking at Phil. Want to wind in on that Lexus, trying to get to that Ferrari. But that Ferrari's trying to chase down the Mercedes. And then the Mercedes is also trying to chase down that Porsche. So it's more spread out than the first time round, but with these pits, it can be anywhere. Question is, will Gotis come out in front of Will? I believe he will do. Will's back on the back straight. He's going towards the spoons and back straight. Gotis is definitely going to come out in second, it seems. He's going to come out before Marky Boy. That could be a good lead for old Gotis here. It seems no. Those tyres are taking their time to change. Up to McEwen. In the Mercedes. Still trying to line up Milden. Let's drop back a bit from what's going on there. He was on a 0.4 of a second. Has now nearly doubled that, unfortunately. We've got Big Bad in the chat here saying, come on Phil! So let's go round the teams. They're all pretty spaced out right now. Boy Raxa, how's he doing? Round spoons. Onto the back straight. Followed by Gaza. Gaza's still not managing to close that gap, but sticking at that 1.2 second margin. Again, it can all come down to the pit and the strategy for the pit for this race. It only been 30 minutes long, and we're nearly 10 minutes into that 30 minutes already, and only 2 have taken a pit. I don't know what's going on with Gotis. Gotis is it seems to be in the pit for a lot longer than it seems to 30 seconds, or maybe I just stopped being able to count properly. That is very much a possibility. I think we might have a retiree with Gotis there, unfortunately. Back to McEwen. Trying to chase down Milden. Phil not completely losing eyes off him there. Still 1.5 seconds from there. That gap could unfortunately be increasing. We'll check out the next split and see how they're all getting on. Q Boles in the Lexus. Lift off and then back up this hill. Maximum acceleration around this long left-hander until we get to the 90-degree right. Yeah, unfortunately dropping back as well. Pack is starting to space out. No one as of yet, apart from the first two. Oh, we've got a newer Marky Boy into the pits. And let's go back with our lead racer, Boy Raxer. He is just slowly creeping further and further into lead with that Porsche. Lots of pent up foot stomping wants to be done on that accelerator after the first round. He was just clucking to get around Gaz, and he's now showing it in this second race. He's pushing hard. Gaz, for all his might, is not able to keep up. This gap is slowly increasing here. Anyone else going to try dive in the pits this time round is the question. No, most of the pack around that first bend. Pushing wide, maximum acceleration into snakes. Feathering the throttle round, trying to get as much momentum around these as you can. Let's see what's going on with McEwen and Milden. Milden's up on Marky Boy. Now is this a blue flag situation? It is a blue flag situation. Has that held him up enough for McEwen to take advantage? But then McEwen's still got to get around him as well underneath the blue flag. This is where driving etiquette can really make the difference in someone's race. It's being flagged, but then McEwen's not close enough to really take advantage of that, and it has spaced him out. He's managed to get around Marky Boy. He's lost that 0.5 of a second, and he's had to start the whole process all over again. Now Phil, cheered on by our fans in the chat here. See, I thought he had a better go of it, but it seems that possibly McEwen's being held up by Marky Boy. Now I don't know if this is purposefully or just McEwen's not had the legs to get around it. Now Marky Boy has let him go round Casio Triangle, but then Phil's going to have obviously the outside go around. Oh no, McEwen's into the pits and so is Phil. Both going for a tactical jump into the pits. Get those tyres done. Phil not liking the sign being there and taking that out. Just redecorating Suzuka track for us. We've got a few coming into the pits on this track, on this lap. 17 minutes left. Not quite halfway there, but near enough. And this is where it all starts coming out from there. Let's see where Friedman? Forgive me, I can't speak for some reason. he's coming down the back straight, and this is actually going to make all the difference. He's going to leapfrog these guys that are in the pits currently, possibly. Where is he going to come? Let's keep an eye on him and see how he turns out. Those guys in the pits are just watching that clock count down. 3 minutes to Casio Triangle. Foot hard down, gets much momentum out that pits, down that straight as he can. How are those guys doing for the pits? None of them are coming through. It looks like he will be leapfrogging. He's going to be jumping up into 7th position. And good manoeuvre. McEwen out on 8th from that, I believe. But I won't get a correct reading until the next splits come in, unfortunately, how this game works. Surely I'm looking at this incorrectly. Surely Will should be up in the mid-pack range in 7th or 8th because of the leapfrog there, or maybe there has been some... No, he is into 8th position. This game does play tricks with you, especially when you're trying to commentate. And it's telling you he's down in 12th, and you know he's not, but then you question yourself. It's going to be interesting. Pack is now split into two definite two halves. Freeman being the first to pit, McEwen 9th here, being the second out of those pits there, and then everyone else coming out afterwards. Up with the first two. Gaza still that 1.2 seconds. Hasn't managed to close it back down to under a second yet, but I have faith. He was doing excellent in that Bentley first race. He can definitely do it again in the second race. And we're halfway through this race. 15 minutes just ticking over.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Thank you very much. I did call that, even though the AI called it anyway. I can read. I just want to... The question now everyone's thinking is, who's going to pit first? Are they going to pit at the same time? This is the benefit that Gaz has, as he is behind Boy Raxa. He can see if he's going into the pits, and because he is behind him at 1.2 seconds, he can either make the choice of going before him, going in after him, or trying to push for a bit more time round. But with half the race left, you really want to then waste another 30 seconds. So surely we'll find out. I don't know what's going on with Tarkos there. Has he been given a drive-through penalty? Possibly so. No, he has. He must not have hit that limiter in time. He's going to be kicking himself. Gaz has gone into the pits. Coco's behind him. That's second and third into the pits there. Boy Raxa's sticking it out. It's going to be a late pit for him. He's going for that large gap, so he feels that he can take it. But saying that, Milden is only 14 seconds behind. It's not going to be enough. At the moment, it's not going to be enough. But hey, everyone's got their strategies. What do I know? I just commentate. Phil hit the pit wall and took damage. No, not Phil. Phil, my man. Let's go and look back at him. Let's look at the timetables here. Poor Phil, he's dropped back into 11th position there. Well, only 3 left not to pit, and Tarko's still got to take this penalty at some point here, so Martin is just waiting. He doesn't really need to even push and try and muck his lineup, he can just wait till this penalty has to be taken, or just take advantage of it at the end of the race where he will get it anyway. So that's it's all down to Tacos. They're pushing hard out of first bend, trying to get up Snakes. And credit where credit is due, Boy Raxa is in the pits, but with only a 15-second difference between Milden. But is that enough for Gaza to not take him? Let's have a look, see where Gaza is. He's coming up to Spoons. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be very tight. I'm not sure if Boy Raxa is going to be out in time. Milden gone into lap pits as well. We've got all racers apart from Cubales in the Lexus who have dipped into the pit so far. And he's 48 seconds. He could get away with this, you know. I don't know. It's going to be so close. So let's see where Boy Racer is. It's not moved as of yet. Back down to Gaza. Oh no, he has. He's going to come out. Oh no! Down the straight. This is going to be tense. Who's going to come out first? Oh, just ahead. Oh, he's going to be punching the ceiling. Ecstatic, that Bentley driver there. But that means that Boy Raxa's got all the work to do in this last 10 minutes to try and catch him. And believe you me, he has got the gusto to do this. Oh, I told you, it's going to be an intense 30 minutes, and I'm on the edge of my seat. Raxa pushing as hard as he can. No. I was about to say that this game split, playing me up, saying that Raxa was still somehow in second and Gaza was in third, but obviously Gaza is in third as he comes down and up to the hairpin. We can see Raxa in the background there. 5 seconds. That's a lot of time to make in 10 minutes. That's roughly about 5 laps. He's got to try and make more than a second per lap back on Gaza. It's a feat which can be done, but can it? He's gone in, Tacos has gone in for that penalty, and unfortunately that's dropped him back down into 12th position, leaving Martin to take 8th position there. And as for that, the rest of this pack seem to be pretty spaced out for the time being. The nearest are the top 2, then McEwen on to Milden. Let's see how Milden's doing in the Porsche. McEwen is throwing everything out of that car to get as much pace as he can do, going off the track a little bit to maximise as much speed as he can do in that Mercedes. He's chucked everything out. The fire extinguisher has gone out. His helmet's probably gone out the window. He wants as much pace on that car as possible. McEwen chasing down 6th. Raxa chasing down 3rd. Possibly 2nd. Where's Cubales going to come out after this? I'm not sure. I'm going to let the split sort itself out and not try and guesstimate it at this point here. Ewan pushing hard up this long right-hander. Milden around the 90, underneath the bridge, up to the hairpin. Ewan, he is closing. Then he's dropped a 10 laps in, 7 minutes left. 5 seconds still between first and second. And credit, Boy Raxa is knocking down that 5 second barrier, but it's just not enough. I think it's a definite first for Gaza here, unless something spectacularly wrong happens, and let's not wish bad on anybody, but hey, it makes my job a lot more eventful than it does. Gaza up into the S's. Raxa has actually dropped beneath that 5 second margin. So let's go through the field. Gaza coming up towards the 90. And we're going to get them all to see how they're going through this hairpin now. Gaza through the hairpin. Boy Racer. Raxa through the hairpin. Coco not far behind. Freeman fourth, taking around that hairpin. Milner not too far behind him. But all eyes are looking at McEwen and possibly X Gaming at the back here. Got Porsche versus the Aston. Very similar cars. That Porsche does have that bit more of a grounded feeling normally, I find when I drive it. Aston feeling just that bit more heavier, a bit more wallowy. I'm just going to push it down the back straight. See if we can break under possibly 3.5. Let's have a look. Oh, no, not break down under 3.5, he's broke down to 2.6. Stream X Gaming storming up. Possibly pushing it too much on that corner. But Martin in the Aston has got to find some speed from somewhere, or he could find himself under a lot of pressure coming up to the closing stages of this race. 4 minutes left. 2 to 3 laps, depending. Milden slowly start to pull into Freeman. These two Porsches here really sort of pulling it in. These Porsches are managing to pull the time back. Porsche of Raxa at the top there, Porsche of Milden in 5th, and then the Porsche of X Gaming in 9th position. All of them they're slowly pulling these places, pulling that time back to the guys in front of them. Granted, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to make the difference by the end of this race in just 3 minutes time, but you've got to appreciate that these cars have just seem to stick to this track so well. But under 3 seconds left for Raxa. Very well done, he's pulled all the stops out. Let's see how he's getting on. As they head down that start straight. I think we've got about 2 laps left in this. Let's go to the Porsche of Milden. Still at 3 seconds to Friedman, but the Porsche of StreamX Gaming down to 1.7 seconds. He's pulling all the stops out. I'm going to carry on watching these guys if you don't mind. I'm going to look forward to hopefully a thrilling last lap battle between these two. Down round first corner. Get it fast round there, put on the power as quickly as possible into Snake. Feathering that throttle. Barely want to touch the brakes around here. Let it off, just so you don't go so light up around that corner. Down the hill, then back off again and push up this hill. Now only 1.5 seconds. StreamX Gaming giving it everything he's got here. Round the 90. Under the bridge. May have done a little bit of a divot there. Seems to have lost a second of hundredth of a second or two there. Let's watch it from the leader's position. Don't know what may happen.
Final lap now.
Final lap left. These guys have got one more lap. One more push. Milden pushing as much as he can. He's got that down to under 3 second mark. So's Boy Raxa. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make up that 2 second margin within this last lap here, but good God, he's giving it a go. From 5 seconds behind, with only 5 laps left, he's cut that in half. And in this series of cars, that's very good. A little bit wobbly there at the end of that corner while he's pushing so hard. Oh, X Gaming down to 1 second, 1.5 at this point. Up through the S's for the last time. Can he maximise this? Martin going down the hill, dipping off and back up. Must be fully aware that X Gaming is slowly catching him, and he's going to be in his mirrors very blatantly very soon. Watching Martin not as fast on that corner there, giving X Gamer, oh, he's closed it up. This is going to be under a second here. He is pushing up to spoons. X Gaming on Martin.
The leader has finished the race.
Lifting off. And then applying the power as quickly as you can do without pushing out too much onto that back straight. What's all going to happen here? Is the Casio triangle going to make the telling of it? I don't know. What's the difference now? Oh, just a second. Not sure if he can pull it. And he's pushed it wide in desperation. All the stops going out here into Casio triangle. And there we have it. Congratulations to F Gaza, pole position in this race. Boy Raxa, valiant effort to get the second place. Coco, lovely take for position on that podium. Then followed 4th Will Friedman, 5th Milden, 6th McEwen, 7th Cubales, 8th Budget Martin, and then 9th X Gaming. 10th Tacos, bless him, all the way back there, did get that penalty, that drive-through penalty that he had to serve. I'm guessing possibly speeding in the pits. And then Marky Boy in 11th and Gieltes in 12th, who retired a lot earlier in this race. Guys, it's been a brilliant race tonight. We managed to get 30 minutes out. We managed to actually get a race down. We will see you next week. if you're on the YouTube channel, give us a like, hit subscribe, and hit that alarm bell so you know when we're getting next on. From me, Daxi Man, see you all later. Good night.